Personality, entrepreneur. I've been an executive chef for about 16 years. I have 3 best-selling cookbooks under my belt. My inspiration really comes from 30 years of cooking, starting obviously in a Thai Chinese household, watching my grandma as my first culinary teacher, and then that evolving into working in professional American and French kitchens, and then cooking around the world. I've taken all of the tips and tricks from a commercial kitchen and made this line easy for everybody.
Well, we're continuing Summerfest here at HSN. My name is Helen Keaty. We're gonna get you all ready for your summer meals in the next 2 hours. We have an exciting hour with Chef Jet Tila, and then I gotta give you a peek at something that is, you know what, if you just saw this and you were walking down an aisle in a grocery store or a chef supply store, you'd be like, okay, another pan. All right, ho-hum. This is something extraordinary. So we all know stainless steel, that even cooking, everybody wants that, but let's be honest, we're home cooks, we need nonstick. Here is something that is honestly a true hybrid. You can go in really close and see what the invention is, which is non-stick in a pattern over stainless. It's like this, it's like the non-stick is kind of seasoning your stainless so that you don't ever have to worry about that. There's that logo, and then all the little tiny logos are making up what the technology is. And the fact is that the price is $39.95, so it's a weekly deal drop. The price, we put it there on Monday. It goes until Sunday. You guys are able to get it for the show. We're doing 5 flex pay on absolutely everything, which is the most flex pay we ever do. But we're gonna jump into our best value of the day, which is the must-have for every chef, professional chef, home chef, even if you're just making a sandwich, everybody needs an amazing knife. That's what we're doing here with our best value of the day. We're gonna jump right in to our today's special. All right, one day only. We have the knife, not the one that you go to that store that everything's $1 billion and you got to get the key from the manager and they open it up, and to be honest, I'm not really sure which is which, what's what. But what we have here is the 7-inch chef and a 5.5 full tang knife. So that means that's the fancy kind where the metal goes all the way through. Now, you guys know that I'm not the chef here. I'm the one that loves to eat. I'm the one that loves to watch, but I will say a sharp knife is a safe knife, right? That's really, really important if your skills are not high level, you know, Michelin star skills like myself. You are also getting it in this gorgeous gift box. So if you're giving this as a gift, here it is, all one and done. You've got Japanese steel, which is, listen, if anyone's ever watched Iron Chef, you know how important, like that, the whole culture, the whole everything, the full tang, and then Mediterranean, that gorgeous wood. This is the kind of knife you would see for hundreds of dollars when you come out of culinary school and you get that knife as a gift from your family that everybody in the family saves up for like it's a wedding present. That's the kind of knife that you're getting. But I'm gonna introduce our special guest for the hour. Chef Tila, you know him from Food Network, but I was most excited about your Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh man, you're
the
coming
biggest
out with all
stir
the
fry.
good stuff. Yes, yes.
That to me,
I actually had to break that record
chopping.
Twice, believe it or not.
Really?
That was a ton of
okay,
chopping.
that's the coolest thing ever. I'm so excited to be doing a show with you.
Oh, and I'm super excited to be here. Thanks for having me, first of all.
I love it.
I can't believe I can bring this set of these knives to you. In terms of technology, I think a lot of us are like, hey, the knife is the center of the kitchen. It's going to be the thing that you're going to use the most. And I know you're watching a lot of us on Food Network. These are exactly the knives that I designed to use on Food Network. And just look how sharp that is. Now, it's really because, like we talked about Japanese steel. You're like, why is that even important? Japanese steel, in my opinion, is the best steel. It holds an edge incredibly. Germ seal is great, but I think Japanese steel, it holds the edge the best, maintains the edge the best. And just look at these paper thin cuts that I'm getting on the tomato. Now let's explain full tang. I think it's like a cool talking point, but if you're with me here, these knives, you get 2 of them, by the way. This is the chef's knife, and the chef's knife is 7-inch, which is, my opinion, kind of that Goldilocks size. Most chef's knives actually come in 6 or 8-inch. 6 is too short to do this, and a chef's knife is really great because you can rock with it. And rocking means this. So French chefs like to kind of go down, over, right? It's like tip to heel, tip to heel, tip to heel. And Asian chefs typically like to chop. So that's what the nikiri knife is for. The nikiri is a little more blunt on the end. But again, full tang means the metal of the blade runs all the way through the handle. That means extreme durability. That means best feel, the best quality. And I put the metal also at the end. You're gonna see the seal everywhere. I promise there's a reason, all right? So I've got it laser engraved into the blade. And what that is doing is actually creating a little variation in the surface. And when you have that and you slice through things, they don't stick. I mean, literally glides right through.
Kind of like the 5-quart that we have coming up, like that same kind of, which is so amazing and innovative. And the other thing about full tang is what it really means is expensive.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly
honestly, right?
Because it's more metal,
be the difference.
right?
It's
Yeah,
more metal.
exactly.
It's more when you're actually forging the knife. You're seeing that. As a matter of fact, let me go to hsn.com and show you each knife, because you can buy them separately on hsn.com, and you'll see the value that we're doing here. So here's the nikiri. It's available on hsn.com. Pat, what does that say? It's so far away.
It should be
$59.95.
$59.95 for that one
just
knife.
for the one.
Just the one only.
So we're already at $20 off one, and then we've got the chef's knife is also by itself solo on hsn.com, and that is also $59.95. So what you're getting is one for $20 off, the second one free. It's like a buy one, get one free, except you're buying one, it's on sale, and the second one is $0.
That's the perfect way to think about it.
Yeah,
exactly right.
And this is like the basis of your entire, you know, kind of, like it all starts with the knife. And by the way, I just want to mention a sharp knife is a safe knife. I do have an electric knife sharpener from the chef that is available. So everyone who's getting the Today Special should be getting the knife sharpener. And we also have an amazing bonus buy of the 4-inch knife. Now the 4-inch knife, I heard a rumor that that's what your mom likes. Like she's like dialed in on that like 24/7. But you get $10 off. There's the bonus buy. So when you buy the Today Special, you get the bonus buy for $10 off. And that, again, is going to be one of those knives that you can't live without.
For sure. And again, I know we joke, like a lot of our moms like to use that 4-inch knife. Here's why this one's different.
Approved.
Mom approved, totally. Paring knife is a classic shape.
How many 4-inch knives have a full tang?
I can't think of any actually right now. If you think about it, so full tang means right there, runs right through the handle. But this one is serrated, and it's got these really beautiful scallops on it. It's the same exactly. I talked about Japanese steel a lot, but I didn't talk about the wood on all these knives. This is Mediterranean olive wood. And the olive wood comes from fallen trees. That means we don't cut trees down for this.
So
it's
sustainable.
A renewable resource.
Yeah.
If you've been to that really fancy home store lately, olive wood is the stuff right now. It's in everything. It's in all the cruets. It's in lids.
It's not $29.95 like the 4-inch.
It is not $29.95.
Not even that universe.
Yeah, my wife was like, wow, you're putting olive wood on all of your knives? I said, absolutely. So that paring knife is for the detail work. I mean, I'll do one, like very common things with a paring knife. You hold it pretty high up on the blade. You angle it in, and hulling strawberries, because, you know, we all sit around and hull strawberries. But a lot of us do, kind of us, you know, on the detail side. Look how perfectly that hulls out.
Look at that.
I mean, that is amazing.
Wow.
And then most serrated knives can't get razor sharp cuts. Look how thin these cuts are. Because the quality of the steel, because the way we design these knives. I mean, it was a dream to go to HSN and then be able to basically make whatever I wanted to.
Whatever, and I'll tell you how. It's because of volume. We do it all in one day.
That's right.
So if you went to a store like a chef professional knife store, you're not like, I'll take 10,000 of those. That's not how it works, but that's how we work. That's why with the Today Special, you're getting one knife for $20 off. You're getting the second one free. It is a crazy BOGO, but one is on sale, $20 off, one one is 0. It is $119.90, and that's on our sale on our website. That's not what these would be if they were in a professional.
Do a retail compare.
I mean, that is like you got to get the manager to get the key to, you know, open it up.
Still say no. And they'll still say, no way, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be like a chef to even go into those stores, and then you buy one.
Yes, exactly
right. So you just buy one.
No, truly. And the reason why you need both is, you know, the chef's knife, again, is that knife where you have enough of a point at the end to really get a lot of dexterity on it. A few really good examples is you angle up the knife and you pull and you get 0 resistance. And that's how you get these really, really fine julienne. Another reason why you need a chef's knife is butternut squash is a lot of the bane of many chefs' lives right here.
Yes.
Because it's really dense, and when you have a dull knife and butternut squash, kind of scary, right? They can actually slip on you, and that's what freaks people out. Watch what happens with a Chef Jet knife. It goes right through butternut squash.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible how strong this is. So remember, the chef's knife is the longer knife, has a little more metal, gives you a lot of leverage, and then the Nikiri knife is the knife that you're going to use to really kind of power work through things really quickly. So quick cuts. You know, again, remember the Jet Tila rhyme is a tile becomes a slice becomes a dice, and watch how fast that works. If you like to do the chop, I want you to switch to the Nikiri. If you like to do the rock, like the French chef's knife, so switch over to the chef's. And people are always asking me, what are the 3 knives you need? Well, my friends, this is it right here. You need the Nikiri, you need a chef's knife, and you need a paring knife. And they're all here for you today.
They're all here. The paring knife is a bonus buy. You get $10 off our sale price. So it's $29.95 if you want to add the paring knife. And I will say we got way less of the paring knife.
Yes.
So the paring knife is going to sell out way earlier than the Today Special, because we were like, okay, I think a lot of people would like this. We didn't realize everybody would like it. We didn't realize like every single person who's getting the Today Special is getting the paring knife. So you're shopping early enough. It's 4:11 over here on the East Coast. That's what time it is. You can add the paring knife. I really encourage you to do this. This is also a great gift Father's Day. My husband is like the griller, the chopper.
Is he the dude, the kitchen dude?
He's the kitchen dude. He does more cooking than I do, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
This is a great Father's Day gift.
It is a fantastic Father's Day gift. If you have grads going off this fall, this is the one to send them with. And then you know what? Another thing I've done to you is I've kind of built an ecosystem. I'm really proud of the actual storage options as well. This is not just a cutting board, friends. Did you know this is also the way I store my knives? And I'll show you as we pan over to the cool board. We built everything with purpose. We were thoughtful about it. So this is exactly the board. So this is magnetic, by the way. So listen. They stick right on.
So cool.
Very satisfying, as my kids would say. All right. And then once you take the knives off, you lift up this board. It is a 2-sided bamboo board. Bamboo is a renewable resource. So you've got the one gravy side here, and you've got the one flat side here. The base is stainless steel. It will not move on you. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the Chef Jet logo. You're going to put these 2 points facing each other, and now you've got the magnetized.
Does the stand come with it?
The stand's in it. It's all one. It's one unit. This is the unit right there.
How
it's
great is
the
that?
hybrid magnetic cutting board. And again, once you have all the Jet knives displayed, your 4-inch, you can go on the website at hsn.com and check out all the whole collection. Just get the whole collection. And when you're transporting your knives, we also have these knife sheaths as well. So what I like to do is when I go to Food Network and I'm going to go compete, like I will this week on a show, I take all my knives and I'll put them in the matching sheath there. And now I'm not worried about, cutting myself. I could travel with these.
Do you use these knives to compete?
All you got to do is watch the shows. These are my knives. I designed them to be competitive. Because
I know you've been on Iron Chef and all the,
every show,
all
just
the
about every
chopped,
competitive show.
everything.
Chopped, Cutthroat Kitchen, Beat Bobby Flay, Guys Grocery Games. This is the gear I take with me. I keep this board at home, but when I travel, I take the sheath. And the other knives that you've had that maybe are a little dull, not my knives, of course.
Yeah.
We also have the electric sharpener for you. But that's it right there. It comes in a set. Really cool stuff.
Yeah, and again, this is one day only. We just have 1 hour right now. We've got 45 minutes left. We've got lots of goodies in this show. But if you go to hsn.com, one of the 2 knives is $20 more than we're doing. So take a look. We're going to hsn.com, showing you the knives, the 5.5-inch knife, as well as the 7-inch chef knife. It's like one of them is $20 off and the other one is just included. It's like a BOGO, like buy one, get one.
It really is a
except
BOGO.
the first one is on sale. It's really just an extraordinary. And you know, over the years, because I've been here for a few decades, we haven't had today's specials as the knives maybe one other time. And it really is the essential. And I think it's because they're so expensive, and let's be honest, nothing's getting cheaper.
Let's be real. No, absolutely. Yeah.
And a quality knife is always a great gift. It's always great for yourself as a home chef.
Yep.
And if you're like want to jump up your chopping and prep game to the professional level, you need a professional knife, right, Chef?
Absolutely. It is the backbone of all your cooking work, right? And a good knife is a starting point, because think about a dish. There's no dish that you don't chop. There's no dish that you're not going to have to cut, chop, dice, mince, rough chop, and then that's exactly what this is for. So check out the little avocado fan. That is the kind of things that we do when you have a perfect knife. And you said it earlier, you know, sharp knife is a safe knife. Right?
Yep.
And no 100%. Doubt about that. And this is going to be the avocado toast for my kids in the morning. Yes, they're that fancy. And they have no idea how good they have it, by the way.
Someday they'll wake up and realize, wait a minute.
Hope so. Another thing is, remember.
And your wife, you guys co-wrote your cookbook together, too.
We did. So she is a pastry chef. She was a preschool special ed teacher forever. And then I was like, Allie, go to culinary school. You love to cook more than I do. And we wrote this fantastic book. It's the only place here where you can get it signed, by the way. The HSN copy is signed. And there it is right there. And it's basically a book. It's an everyday 365 book, and tons of photographs.
If you're not a fancy chef, are the recipes okay for like an everyday cook?
This is not fancy. Grain bowls are not fancy. This is your real life cookbook. This is, clam chowder is not fancy. Pizza, but from scratch. We have a rule in our house. We tell our kids, if you want to eat it, you have to learn how to cook it from scratch. And again, a lot of you know me from Food Network as a chef that cooks Asian. This is not the Asian book. And this is the only place where we sat there all afternoon and signed thousands of these book plates. It's the only place in the world you're going to get Allie Tila signed, Jet Tila signed cookbook.
I love that.
Tons and tons of pictures. And Allie's pastries are all in the end there.
Oh my gosh.
Apple pie, all good stuff there.
I want to be best friends with you guys so I can come over for dinner with pastry chef.
This is the beginnings of that.
This is the beginning. It's like you've got all the recipes. So here's the item number for the cookbook. Again, hand signed. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. $21.99 and 5 flex space. It's only $4.40. And by the way, this goes without saying, you're buying at HSN. Everything you buy, the today's special, the bonus buy, anything you get at HSN, if you get it home and don't love it, you can get your money back. You have 30 days. So 30 breakfast, 30 lunch, 30 dinners you'll be prepping. And if these knives don't make all your dreams come true, no problem. You know, this is new and exclusive to us here at HSN. And by the way, I noticed when you're holding the knife, it's almost like you're using the logo as a guide to where the hand places.
Yep. So again, I've got my steak here. So the chef's knife is also good for things like steak. But I'll take you exactly through how I designed these
I thought that was a stick of butter.
Yeah,
like how smooth you were just like going through that.
It eats like one, but again, it glides right through. So you see the logo kind of lasered on, but you see this red one right here. If you're right-handed, like most people, I want you to put your thumb on the red logo. Okay. I want you to put your index finger on the back, opposite of the red logo, and this is what chefs call a pinch grip. And when you apply the correct grip, the knife becomes an extension of your arm. And once the knife becomes an extension of your arm, you have full power. You have full leverage. You have full, what we call purchase of this knife. You have a positive grip.
And that's how you do that rock, that French rocking.
And that's how you rock. But you know what? You don't just rock. You also chop that way. So that's it.
So is that the case with both knives, with the grip?
All knives, my friends. I want you to apply a pinch grip on all knives. The only time you can vary, if you've ever watched this other show on Food Network called Worst Cooks, Ann Burrell yells at me for putting my index finger on top. But guess what, Ann? That's how Asian chefs cut. So if you like to put your index finger...
I know Ann. She's done shows here.
Yeah, she has.
I've done shows with her. She's awesome.
Once you put your index finger on top, you get more downward leverage. And so again, the French rock...
Right.
The Asian chop.
Okay.
And then
the United Nations of
the United Nations of knives.
Whatever you want to do.
We've taught you all of that right there. Exactly right. And you're basically getting a BOGO.
Right.
So think about it this way. If you've never used a nikiri, you're getting the chef's knife for $20 off, and then
you get the other one for
getting the
nothing.
free Nikiri to build your Jet collection.
To build your Jet collection. And I mean, you think about it. Okay, if you have $7.99 and you're looking around in your kitchen and you're like, how can I make my equipment professional?
Right.
With $7.99, it starts with the knives. And we're doing it in a beautiful gift box. So because we're never doing this again, I can tell you in 2025, we're not doing another Knife Today special. I already know that. I don't know what the prices are going to be like next year or the year after that or the year after that.
We don't know.
For a Japanese steel and, you know, especially sourcing this is very, very exciting. And I will also say sometimes we do a Today's Special price for a couple days afterwards. It's called post sale. We're not doing that with this. This is literally one day only. You have a few hours left. And if you get anything for your kitchen to go towards a professional chef level or to make your home cook life easier, it's going to be a knife.
That's
and
right.
so rare for us to do, you know, the Japanese steel full tang, the Mediterranean gorgeous wood. I mean, this, if you took this to a knife store where the professional knives, where the chefs go to buy the professional knives and showed it to them and say, what do you think the value, like how would you compare this?
Very
It's
easily.
going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
If you typed into your favorite search engine, Japanese steel,
exactly.
full tang,
Yep.
chef knife, you would be north of $100. All the way up to the hundreds, by the way.
Oh,
all the way up to the
100%.
hundreds. Easily.
And if you Google, where do I get my free knife with that?
That's brilliant.
You're going to break the internet.
Yeah,
it's,
right.
it's
yeah.
gonna say,
your computer will melt and not
melt.
understand what you are
Right.
talking about.
Right, you're going to get that movie War Games from the 70s.
Exactly.
Want to play a game?
Exactly
It's not
right.
going to work. It's not going to work.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Yeah,
Oh.
so this is pretty outrageous. No wonder thousands of you are saying yes to this. If you've got $7.99 and want to have that chopping experience that makes you feel not only safe, but also you're going to get the prep done quicker, right?
Oh, you bet. I mean, again, a sharp knife gets your work done faster. And let's be real, you know, when you're entertaining, the kitchen's the heart of the house, and that's where people are going to hang out.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no big deal. These are Chef Jet's knives. You know, he's a buddy of mine, and you know, these are his set. And you'll be the coolest chef on the block with the Nikiri and the
Look at
chef's
that.
knife. And again,
By the way, he's not even looking.
No,
we,
you don't
we want
need
you
to
look.
Yeah, you
But
don't
I
need
don't
to
know
look
how
when
he's
you're
doing
cutting.
that. I thought that carrot was cooked. You went through it so like
Yep.
it was like a cooked carrot. It was like, but it's a raw carrot. I couldn't believe
It's a totally
that.
raw
and
carrot.
look how thin that shallot is.
Oh, sure. And we could play the, like, let's see, we'll play the how thin can we get
Are we
something
gonna
game. Shall
do
we
the
play that game?
contact lens tomato?
Yeah, right. And again, you could pick the knife, but with the tomato, I'm just gonna, again, we're applying no effort at all. I'm slicing through. Tomatoes are soft. Tomatoes are juicy.
They mush sometimes.
And when you don't have a sharp knife, you'll mush it, and you can't pretend, you can't fake this.
Yeah.
So you can't do one of
Look
these
at that.
gorgeous
Paper thin.
paper thin slices.
Paper
We'll do
thin.
it again, and it's the knife doing the work. That Japanese steel maintains an edge like nothing at all, like no other steel there. The full tang gives
Look at
you
that.
full control.
Look at that.
That Mediterranean olive wood, it's an old tree, so that means it's a tight grain, which also means that moisture doesn't get in.
And you say
know
that
what I mean?
that the wood is sourced from fallen trees,
from
and then you're
fallen
not
trees.
chopping down baby trees
Absolutely.
and ruin them.
These are old trees that fall on their own after all the olives are harvested from it. And again, I could even leave that piece there, get under it now, and I'm just going to continue just to show you how much control you have over this. Think about your bagels. Think about your summer salads. This is what this tomato wants to do. I mean, look at that right there. That's pretty,
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
awesome, right?
That's the perfect size for a burger.
It is, it is.
You need that big heirloom
exactly.
tomato for the burger slice, that perfect slice.
That's right. And don't forget also, we're doing that 4-inch serrated knife
Guys,
as well.
so when you buy the Today Special, you are the only ones that will have the opportunity to get the 4-inch serrated knife, and I've got it right here, for $10 off. So it's only $29.95. Now we have way less of this
Way
4-inch
less.
pairing than we do of the Today Special. We thought a lot of you would like it, but we didn't realize every single one of you would like it. So it's in the 4 p.m. hour. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the hours coming up later on. $10 off makes it $29.95. Item number 893889 if you want to grab it. But our Today's Special is just this outrageous, beautiful presentation. One of them on hsn.com, $59.95. So you get $20 off that knife and another Japanese steel full tang knife for $0. There it is on hsn.com. Please do not buy that. You don't hear me say that a lot.
Don't do it. When do we say don't buy something?
We never yell on television. Don't buy that.
Please don't buy that.
Please don't buy that.
Get the TS instead.
Get it for free.
Yeah,
get this one $20 off and get the Today's Special.
Right.
So
gorgeous gift box.
Beautiful.
So look, a lot of you, we're going to parties and we're bringing bottles of wine. Don't bring a bottle of wine. Bring a Chef Jet
I love
TS.
that.
I mean,
you know, who knows if somebody drinks, and if they do drink, they probably bring red or white. You don't know. And then some people are like, Chardonnay
and
tastes like a
there's also judgy
tree.
McJudgy when it comes to wine. I don't like that variety, but you know what? Who
if
doesn't
it didn't
like?
come from Trader Joe's for $2.
There it is. It doesn't say Chuck on it. Then forget about it.
Exactly.
But who's going to be like, wow, you got a celebrity chef from Food Network's knives?
Exactly.
That's pretty darn cool.
And also, people are like, oh, I want to get more. You can't. You had to have been watching television today. You had to have been May 5th. You had to turn the TV on at one of the shows and go, oh, I didn't realize that. So $39.95 for 2 professional Japanese steel full tang knives is, we're never going to repeat that. Never, ever, ever, ever. I can already tell you right now, we're never going to do that again. We're going to have lots of stuff from Chef Jet over the years. We're going to have lots of, he's going to be here. He's going to have lots of amazing things. We're never going to do this as a Today Special for this price.
And talk about
add for this
knife.
price, because we might do it as a Today, who knows?
Well,
it won't be at this price. I'll tell you that right now. It's not going to, $7.99. So keep shopping. The item number for the Today Special is 893889, and all of you who bought the Today Special, even if you bought the Today Special at midnight or 1 a.m. or another time, you are eligible for our bonus buy. So we're going to talk about our bonus buy for a couple of minutes. It's the 4-inch paring knife. Now, why does your mom love it more than anything?
You know what I think
more
it
than
is?
anything in the
I
kitchen.
think we've all kind of gotten used to this size and form factor. So what I've gone and done is made it better. So, you know, the knife that mom and Grammy and auntie and uncle have is this shape, but it's absolutely not Japanese steel. It's absolutely not a full tang wrapped in Mediterranean olive wood. Yeah. And it doesn't have these amazing serrations on it. So what I did was I basically made breakfast, right? You cut that bagel, right? I made the avocado. You know, that perfectly sliced tomato.
Wow.
I'm going to show you like other just like things that you can do. I know you're not in the habit in home kitchens to peel mushrooms, but the grip that you get from a serrated blade, just look at that. I'm literally using the serrations to peel. And we actually do these in fine dining French kitchens. You actually have to peel and flute a mushroom. You don't have to do that here. I'm just demonstrating how cool, how sharp.
Is there like some dude whose job it is to do that like for hours and hours?
The dude you're looking at when he was like 17, absolutely.
Oh
yeah,
really?
we have to do like all these wild and amazing things, but that's peeling a mushroom. But you know what? You're more likely just to be cutting a mushroom.
Right.
Also a good shape. So again, I'm just gonna drag this through and just look at how clean these sharp lines are. Usually serrated knives won't give you clean cuts like that. It's just not really possible.
That was beautiful.
And again, I'll go back to the strawberry.
I feel like that size knife, if I'm grabbing one, I don't know why I feel less intimidated.
Yeah.
I'll do more jobs with it, but it's also the knife that's most likely to be accidentally used to open a package. So it's I'm not gonna lie.
You're
so I feel
correct.
like it's the one you need to upgrade the most in your kitchen.
It's your comfortable knife.
Yeah.
And then when you're like, Jet, what knives do I need? You're gonna start with the 4-inch, you're gonna move up to the Nikiri, and then you're gonna finally move up to that chef's knife. And today's the day to get them all.
Right, but that's not $39.95, everybody. If you got the Today Special, it's $29.95. So not $40, $29.95, but only for those of you who got the Today Special, which is thousands and thousands of you. So most people getting the Today Special got the paring knife and loved the bonus buy and the $10 off. So if you got the Today Special earlier today and you're watching the show, you could still get it at $10 off, as long as you buy it within that 24-hour hours. So there's the item number again. We're going to talk about the cutting board next. We're going to scooch over here, but 893-889. And remember, at checkout, it's going to take that $10 off for you automatically. You don't need a coupon code or anything. Is it just if you get the Today Special? But we're going to talk about this magical cutting board, which if you just again, if you just were walking around in one of those fancy chef stores and saw it, you wouldn't know that it does all those things. First of all, is this bamboo?
It's bamboo,
Is
and
it real
bamboo, like olive wood, like all the things that we do in the Chef Jet line is thoughtful. It's a renewable resource, right? So this is just an idea of how cool your knives are all going to look here. And again, if you're not ready to jump in and get all the knives, get to 3 today because you're eligible for the pairing. Once you're kind of ready, this is display cool mode. Right. This is chill mode. Now let's get into cutting mode. So then we move all the knives off. And then the bamboo, again, it's bamboo cladded. It's bamboo on both sides. It's a 2-sided cutting board, means you've got the gravy channel here. You've got the resting of steak area.
Is there any special way you clean that?
No, because bamboo is a nice tight grain. Warm soapy water.
Warm soapy water.
You don't even need to run it through a machine because it won't get dirty. Same thing with the knives. Warm soapy water, friends. There's no special treatment here.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. This base, just I don't think I've ever lifted up. So just so you can see, it's a stainless steel base. It's got the logo. It's part of it.
Okay.
It's absolutely part of it. So the base sits on the table, right? And on the base actually has a little an arrow to it. So the Chef Jet logo here matches up with that little dot here. And once this is set, it's super firm. And then you just start magnetizing your knives to it.
Look at that.
So those of you that have knife blocks where you slide your knives into, don't ever look deep down inside there after all the years. And
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and people who are throwing their knives in the drawers, they're clanking, all the edges are banging together, you're
in
losing
the block,
sharpness.
I have to say that I have to lift it out to see which is which.
Yes, exactly. Are you
constantly
going to know?
lifting, and that's not great for the sharpness factor.
No, it's not at all.
Lifting it out. Well, which one is this? Which one is that? I love that I just literally see it. It's so easy.
It's such a cool situation.
And isn't that the way it is in a professional kitchen? Aren't they magnetized?
We use knife rails, right? So you get these big knife rails. So what I thought, I would wrap it in bamboo and I would make it just look cool because I'm really proud of these series. I want people to see, give them a way to really display their knives in a cool way.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I think it's also great, like, from a practicality point of view, is you know where your knives are. You know which is which.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to scooch over here and talk about the prep bowls. 2 color choices, black, and that's with the lid only, and then also red is available. They're oven safe to 350 degrees, and these are, I don't think I've ever seen a cookie show, and I've seen every cookie show ever, where everything isn't prepped out in advance with prep bowls.
That's exactly right.
Why does professional chefs do that?
We call it in French mise en place, and all that means is everything in its place. Get your stuff ready, so by the time it's time to cook, it's time to cook, right? And the nice thing is to keep your food fresh, stainless steel. Another thing is if you're baking in it, again, they're oven safe. I like to bake little mini cakes in there. Another thing you can do is when you're trying to whisk or stir inside a bowl, it usually rolls around on you. But because it has rubber feet, both black and red have that rubber feet, it'll never twist and turn on you. It's got a look-through lid. Right? And
so you see what's inside.
But it's also airtight. So if you're making dressings, you could actually do your dressings ahead of time, little mustard, little vinegar, little oil, get there and just do the shake.
Okay, and this is 3.5 cups each.
There might be
or 2.5 cups.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
That makes more sense. So they're just a little more than a pint.
I definitely need to start bringing my reading glasses out here, Chef.
Yeah, those of you that craft
it's a blurry amount of cups.
No, but my wife crafts, and I'm in the garage a lot working on stuff. This is also a little bin for screws or whatever like that, and they
brads, and she knows what all that stuff is.
Exactly
those kind of things.
Yeah.
All right, well, the item number is on your screen. It's 894603. We're going to continue scooching down all of the amazing items that Chef has brought to us. Speaking of oil and vinegar, we've got 2 color choices, black or red, and I think it's always like, I see professional bartenders and chefs do that freehand pour thing.
Yes.
That is not my best thing.
Well,
I don't know how much that is.
I'll tell you right now, it's 120 or 110 calories per tablespoon. So if you zoom into here, right, the only way you're going to get an accurate pour is to measure. And the only way to do that is to get this dispenser. So let's say you want 1 tablespoon of anything, oil, vinegar, soy sauce.
Oh, look at that.
You just push. And what you're doing is I've got 1 to 4 tablespoon measure. And if you overshoot it, you push that top button. Look at that, it drains right down.
Oh, because I was just going to ask, suppose I didn't do it perfect.
Nope, it's 1 table, 2 table, 3 table.
Look at that.
And I'm locked in right there. We're together on 2. And now I can go to the salad and I can apply an oil and vinegar situation. And if you need a free pour, you just hold the top. Red or black. Again, there's a vacuum unit here. It's a glass bowl, so there's no transference of flavors or smells.
And it looks like you did some infusion on this one.
Look what I did here. I made my own little infusion. So I've got a little rosemary, I got a little garlic.
Oh, that looks good.
And again, you could actually infuse.
And that rosemary doesn't add any calories, but it adds flavor.
All the flavor in the world. So these are super hot. You could take them apart to sanitize. Again, I'll just show you how it all works. It's completely glass. Right? There's the pickup tube is in here. Everything is washable and it goes right back together. And again, sanitizable. I keep like 4 of these. I have olive oil, high temperature oil, soy sauce, and vinegar.
Yeah.
And again, really, really cool unit here. So.
And you could do a free pour too.
Free pour is right here. So put your finger on the top. Once you depress that top, now you're in free pour mode. All right, don't eat the salad, everyone.
Yeah,
this is for
it's
demo
gonna be a
only.
little too much.
It's just
too
a
much
little
vinegar.
vinegary, just a little
just
vinegary.
A skosh of vinegar.
Yeah, skosh, exactly. That's my skosh. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I love this, and this is exclusive for us here at HSN. So if you're getting everything from Chef Tila, you're able to grab this for only $14.95. A gift that's under $15. Maybe it's at the end of the year. I know all the moms and dads out there, teacher gifts. You think about, you know how many mugs can one poor teacher have? That's
teacher appreciation
teacher
right here.
Appreciation.
The pairing,
I think these are really great, especially if you know your teacher loves to cook, and you know that it's like a really great gift, and obviously something you can get for yourself. I do recommend getting 2 of them because when you get one, you're like, I wish I got that another one.
Yep. And again, teachers in your life, all the chefs in your life, stocking stuffers, you know, office gifts. This is that time, and again, it's such a cool mechanism, and it's just kind of fun to do. I'm going to go to the next, and I'm going to go, oh, too many. Yeah. There it is, right there.
I love it. And by the way, if you want to get this for free, I got a little cheat for you. Get an HSN card. We're doing a $15 coupon. Right? It's $14.95. They get this for nothing. Go to hsn.com, put an HSN card in the search, or call the 800 number, 1-800-695-1418. No annual fee for that HSN card. And then that $15 coupon, you could get your portion oil and vinegar glass dispenser. Hey, why not? We're going to take a teeny little break, and then we've got more cooking in another 25 minutes, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Live your summer in style. From your favorite brands to all new celeb designer collections. Don't miss Summer in Style, Thursday at midnight.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
Kitchen. I'm Helen Keeney with Jet Tila. We've got Food Network star and a Guinness Book of World Record holder.
Wow, that's right. 4 times if we're going to be really technical.
I could have read every single one.
Absolutely technical.
I know how Google works.
Stir-fried granola bar, California roll. I can go on, but it's really about this other stuff right here.
I just get very, very impressed with that stuff. All right, you guys are already grabbing this from the promo. At the beginning of the hour, we gave you guys a sneak peek at it. Almost 100 of them are already gone because of innovation. We all know that stainless steel is going to be what the pros use, but someone like me, a home chef, I'm like, I have to be honest, I need that non-sticker. It's going to be a disaster. But what Chef has done is combine the two, so you can see that pattern, and it goes up all the way up the side of the walls as well, where it has the non-stick and then also the stainless. So it's not a solid with the non-stick, but it's non-stick and stainless all in one. So you've got oven safe to 500 degrees, tri-ply stainless. Look, the riveted handle that has the way the heat will be dispersed because it's split, and then you've got a glass lid, all of it together. I mean, talk about something that you would go into like one of those kitchen supply stores and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, and that you're getting it for $39.95. This might, I know the Today's Special is an amazing deal. This might be the best deal of the day, honestly, because, and we don't have nearly the same amount. We've sold 1,800 of these already today, but I mean, 5-quart, 11-inch, and it's, you know what else I like? It's deep. You can probably fry in this, right?
You know what? You call it a few things. It's either the Goldilocks pan or it's the Desert Island pan.
Yeah,
it's the one pan you need for either big jobs or small jobs. I'm going to show you all the big jobs or small jobs. I mean, I've got 6 giant double thick cut pork loins in here. We've got 4 New York strips that are probably about 16 ounces a piece. And I've got also 6 chicken breasts in here, and that's for like the big work. And look at that sear. You can't get this type of sear. I mean, pick any pan you want, get in there. Stainless steel is the only thing that gets you that. And those of us that have worked with stainless steel for a living, it patinas, it wears terribly. Non-stick is really easy to deal with, but it will not give you this kind of crust. So what you're looking at is when you're looking at this grid, everything that's light and metal color, that's exactly stainless steel. We've wedged in between there the non-stick, and that's why you can get in there with metal utensils, and you don't have to worry. You're never gonna get under there. You're never gonna hurt the non-stick because it's wedged right in between the stainless steel. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to clean. So I'm gonna start plating these chops because they're done, these gorgeous pork loin chops. And like a real chef, I mean not like a real chef, but a commercial restaurant chef, I'm gonna show you how to just build the sauce. And by building the sauce, I'm gonna show you where that non-stick, hybrid stainless comes from. How about a little butter? Who likes butter?
I do.
We all like butter. How about a little garlic and herbs there, right? And then I'm gonna deglaze this a little bit with whatever. How about a little white wine? Oh, I hear Curtis's wine's pretty delicious. So pork chops, white wine.
That's what he says.
Yeah, that's what he said, exactly.
That's what he's told me.
Yeah, and that's gonna deglaze the pan quite well there. And then that's gonna melt down. And that's gonna reduce into a lovely sauce. I'm gonna show you how to wipe that right out. Right here with the chicken breasts, same thing. If you look down at the pan,
yep, we got a great overhead shot.
This is what we call fond, F-O-N-D. This is the crusty bits that stick to the pan. That's all flavor. You don't want to waste that. So a chef will take a little bit of either liquid, stock, or a little bit of alcohol, and we're gonna pull all those flavors out of there. And then we're gonna finish that with butter to also make a sauce, which is a way to do it. And again, you can use metal utensils in here. This is the 4-piece Chef Jet utensil
Which
set.
is a perfect 5-star customer pick.
Yeah, and
everybody loves
we'll play
that.
a game. Can you bend that, like the stuff at the store? Yeah.
Oh, sure. Ask the weakest show host. Where's Guy Yovan when you need him?
You're the strongest one. You're the strongest.
I'm emotionally the strongest.
There you go. Exactly.
But I will say, I mean, you know what I love about this 5-piece set is you're getting the skimmer.
Yes.
And the skimmer is one of those items that everybody, you're going to use that so much, but it's hard to find it at other places.
Right. Yeah.
So I actually put this in my cart, the 5-piece set. Perfect 5-star customer pick, item number 851714. It's only $29.95. You'd spend that for one of those.
Oh, easily. So what we call the spider or skimmer, you've got the ladle, you've got the wok shovel. I like to call this the wok shovel, and you've got the classic spatula.
Okay, it's
again,
called the spider. I want to be cool.
You want to be cool? Go to the kitchen.
I'm never going to be cool.
And say, Chef, grab me that spider, please.
Grab me that
There you
spider.
go.
Okay.
Another lovely thing is, look
Okay.
at, we've designed the lid to be what I call either the peekaboo lid
Right.
or the cook-through or look-through lid.
Yes.
It's got a nice vent to it. You got a helper handle that doesn't get hot here on this side. These are oven safe to 500 degrees. Right, and then I can see it cooking. I don't have to turn the heat down.
Our regular HSN price was $80.
Yeah,
I don't know how
look
we're
at
doing
that.
it for $39.95. And by the way, the shipping is $5.50. And let me talk about that for a second. If you took this to UPS or the post office and shipped it across the country, it probably cost you $50.
Oh, easily.
Easily, because
What
it
are we
is
charging?
substantial.
$5,
We're charging, right, $5.50. And when you get it home and you open up and take it out, you're like, okay, everything about this was a steal. You'd probably spend a few $100s if you got it at that chef, you know, supply store.
Yeah.
And this is something that is exclusive to us at HSN, especially with the technology of, yes, you're getting the stainless steel. And I have to be honest, if I watch one more TikTok video, how to season a pan that I'm never going to season a pan. I'm not going to lie. I'm never going to season a pan. I still don't understand, okay, it's porous and I need to get stuff in it and then take it out and then wash it and then put it back in. I don't understand.
That's exactly right. Now, again, talking about the technology.
She's laughing because
it's so true,
regular people don't know what that means.
Well, you're not going to bother, and with this kind of pan, you don't have to season. I'm going to show you how to clean this pan out. Let me do this white wine butter sauce over the chops. Look at that.
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, I know. It's reduced perfectly because of the surface area of this pan, because of the size. And then we're going to look down to the middle of this pan. I'm going to take a slightly moist towel. And again, this is how you clean it. Because what happens in real life, right? In restaurants, I have a whole crew. I have a scullery crew. I take it to the dish room, and then they're like, I got you, chef, no big deal. But at home, who is it? It's me or it's Allison. It's me and my wife.
Right.
So I've just turned and burned this pan doing nothing. I've seared 6 pork chops. I made a pan sauce.
Right.
And that's how I clean it. I just wipe it right out. And then over here, I'm going to do like more of a little cream sauce for the chicken. I think these steaks are ready to pull. Nothing gets hot. This has been on there forever.
I mean, this is gorgeous. And let me show the interior one more time. And by the way, this special interior, which is stainless steel and nonstick, we're usually choosing. This is the one pan where you're not choosing. You're getting both. We're doing the gorgeous up-close shot. Great shot, guys. I love that. Where you're seeing this chef's logo, which is literally the creation of the combination of nonstick and stainless all in one, that tri-ply stainless. And also, let me kind of turn this. It goes up the sides. So if you're doing a stew, or if you're even, you know, kind of
braising, short
ribs,
deep fry, soup.
Yes, please name things.
Yeah, that's right. I'll just keep doing. I'll just keep going.
Me naming dishes, it's going to be silence, Chef. Thank you for jumping in. That's where I need you. But I think about, like, I have some things. I do a lot of, like, one-pot cooking. My mom, she's retired now, but she was a college professor, and she did all the cooking, and a lot of it was one pot to make less pot. But it had, like, a sauce, like a tomato sauce, and then the pasta, and then the ground beef or whatever. You could have the sauce in here because of the high walls.
Oh, easily.
Is that what you call it? High. I don't know if I'm saying this right.
I think that's exactly what it should be called. It's the high walled. And another thing is, you know, look, we've done a lot of big work. I could do some delicate work. So let's do some salmon, right? Another fun thing that we make here is these gravity
Are those
dispensers.
Curtis Stone salmon?
It's Curtis Stone salmon. Yeah, exactly.
They're better because
because it's Curtis Stone wine, Curtis Stone salmon.
We have a secondary theme
from
going
his
on.
farm, from the farms of Curtis Stone.
Right, exactly.
Right? I'm going to use no fat here.
Okay.
I'm just going to let the natural fat of the salmon do all the work here. Right,
okay.
And because of the stainless steel and the nonstick, the salmon is going to naturally yield a little bit of fat and give us the perfect browning. Oh, our second sauce is done. Let's go over the chicken. So this was a cream butter sauce, and we're going to go right over the chicken with this one.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
we've made 3 proteins. We have pork with a white wine. We have a chicken cream sauce, and we're about to finish that. And let's clean this pan out.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to take it to Allie. Allie, help me wash this.
Your
She's
wife
like,
is not
forget
here
you.
to do your
Yeah, exactly.
You're on your
and
own.
I don't have my entire restaurant crew.
Right.
Literally just a moist towel, and look at that. I'm back. I'm turned. I burned it. I mean, in a good way. That's what we call restaurant turn and burn right there. Look at that.
And you know, there's no like overnight soaking it.
No,
because it's non-stick and stainless. $39.95. It's a weekly deal drop. We've sold almost 2,000 today.
Wow.
So
amazing.
I mean, if you want to get in on this, this isn't a pan you're going to use all the time. You're gonna leave it on top of your stove. There's really nothing I can think of that you can't make in this.
No,
really.
absolutely
And you can
not.
also pop it in the oven.
Yes, so bake your cakes in it. We do cornbread in it all the time.
Yeah.
So this is your cornbread, this is a baking pan. And just because I had to finish my thought, this is our red wine sauce. There you go. And we made 3 massive proteins. We have a 4th protein working. And again, to clean this pan, I'm just gonna put a towel in there. This is the Desert Island pan, guys. Again, 5 quarts. And look at the compare. There's this hexagonal pan out in the world, if you guys know what I'm talking about. They're 4.5 quarts over $100. And this pan is already less than that. It's pretty darn incredible. So there it is.
I just joined a band.
I like that.
Yeah, I just want to mention that there's other size. If you love this pan and like, okay, I wish I could have 2 more, only in 2 different sizes, your dreams have just come true, because here we have them. I'll get the item number for you. This is the 8-inch. The 8-inch is available if you would like to grab that. And we'll get the item number for you on that. Here it comes. Look at that, 8-inch, $29.95, America, $5.99. Same exclusive coating, which is stainless steel and nonstick, all at the same time, all in one. This is the 10-inch that we also have available, and that one is only $39.95. The item number is 878401. So if you're like, you know what, I want the entire set, you can, because we have the other 2. And guess what? They nest. So there you go. There's everything you'll ever need right there.
Right.
And they come with lids, right? The other sizes?
Yeah, no, not all of them come with lids because you don't need them. You definitely want the lids on the big one.
And the big one, and we do have a universal lid, actually. I think in the show I saw a universal lid.
There is a universal lid that
there's the universal lid that we have available.
Top. Man, how cool is that? Perfect restaurant sear salmon. And
look at that.
I mean, look at that.
Look, it's beautiful. All right, so we got about 10 minutes left in the show. We're gonna pop on over here to the rice cooker. This is the rice cooker. You know, cooking rice is not as easy as it looks, as it seems. And a lot of people are like, okay, that's where things go wrong. This is a 2.5 cup bento style rice cooker. We have 2 color choices. I have it available in black and red. And there is a universal rule of rice cooking.
Which is?
1-to-1?
Jet Tila should do it for you, or get this one. Yeah, 1-to-1. You're absolutely right. That's a universal rule.
I can't tell you how many times I take it off the stove too much. It gets
you
sticky,
check it, you don't
or
check
it's
it.
crunchy.
Exactly.
It's actually kind of a hard thing to cook.
No, the secret is that, again, just so you can see the nuts and bolts of this, you fill the water up until you see the grid line here.
Okay.
Then you have an insert, right?
Okay.
And that insert basically is 1-to-1. So this is a 2-cupper. So we'll go 1, we'll go 2.
Do you
I mean,
rinse
talk
your
about
rice?
the form factor. How cool is this? You know, in modern technology, the way they mill rice now, you don't need to rinse it that often. I actually, dirty little secret, modern rice, you don't need to rinse.
I did,
Yeah,
because I didn't know what the answer was to that.
Nope, but my grandma would say, how dare you, Jet? You're in big trouble. Yeah.
Okay, but you really don't need to.
Exactly, you really don't need to. And this is what it looks
my
like
gosh.
after 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes rice. Check this out. You lift out the top, and it just pops right out. And then I'm gonna fluff this rice, show you how perfect that is. I'm gonna lift that up and look at that. Now, how do you know perfect rice? Each grain is perfectly identifiable. There's no stickiness to it. That is perfect rice.
Mine always is burnt on the bottom.
And you won't ever have that problem. Mine,
You're laughing at all my things I do, but it's true.
Yeah,
I love the perfect rice because I love rice. And rice is like, to me, I don't eat a ton of bread, but I love rice.
Right.
Like I just put it like a stir fry, like everything. That is awesome.
And how about making a bento? We also give you the little
lid
lid
to make it little,
and
like
then,
a lunchbox.
you can just take this as a lunchbox with you. It's good to go.
Oh,
You
genius.
can make meals in here. We're not done. We're not just making rice with this. It's also a fantastic steamer. It's a fantastic warmer. It's a fantastic cooker. How about some sweet and sour pork? Sweet and sour pork. So basically use this to reheat, to cook things. There's big chef word. To therm it, to cook it, to rewarm it. So I brought to work
so if
my,
you didn't want to
my
microwave
rice.
something, you could put leftovers in it and just push it.
Yeah, and not everyone loves the microwave, right? And you know, I'm totally cool with it. But I have my perfectly cooked rice, and we showed you how to do that, right? And I have my perfectly warmed sweet and sour pork, and I've got a perfect entree for lunch, for a snack. And what I like to do is save half there. Then I'll put the rice back in this lunchbox, and then I've taken this to work. I send my kids to school with this. and
there you
they're
go.
ready for lunch. Look at that, the perfect little lunchbox right there, with your little airtight lid.
Oh, and it
you
has
are
like
good
a little,
to go.
is that button do like the air, takes the air out of it?
Yeah, it takes all the air out
Oh,
of it.
very
Exactly
cool.
right. And then we play this game called Tracy. What did Tracy cook?
I don't know.
Yeah,
What did Tracy cook?
Yeah. So that's in there. So that's here. We put the little button on, and that's how you turn it on right there. I don't want to
So
tip it
how
up.
do you know, do you set a timer or how does that?
The lovely thing is because you're using steam,
Right.
in about 20 to 22 minutes, you know
Okay.
the rice can be done. Let's say you leave it a little longer, it evaporates up. You're not going to burn the rice.
Because you're
it's that
literally
element.
steaming the rice.
That's exactly
You're
right.
not-
You don't have some hot element there. And I'm going to show you all the other things you could do with this. Pretty incredible. And it's very simple, right? You lift the two side lids. That lids comes right up. How about
look at that.
a little bit of,
Steam bread.
Yeah, monkey bread, but savory monkey bread, right? So this is going to be rosemary and butter. That's ready to go. And then moving on. Again, it works really great to cook things. The water boils at 212 degrees.
Yeah.
Just remember that. So you're using that. So how about a little bake? How about a little enchilada bake?
Yep.
Right there. I think the cool part of it is showing the ooey gooiness of all this. So look at that right in there. Yum, cheesy enchilada bake. I want this. This is gonna be my lunch, okay, guys? So right after.
nobody take it.
Yeah. 5:01. This is what Jet's gonna eat. All right. And then you could actually make composed meals with it, which was what I love. So I showed you rice. I showed you extended protein separately. Let's do it all together.
Okay,
So how about
let's do it.
this is you can buy this seasoned rice from the store. You guys know the brands. It already has all the seasoning in it. And then you can buy, or this is your leftover chicken breast, right? Or from the rotisserie that, let's say I get a rotisserie once a week. So I've got the rice, which is already seasoned. I've got the chicken, and I'm adding a few olives. So how about like a little Spanish chicken and rice?
Yeah,
Right?
there you go.
A little bit of water. I'm gonna put water inside here. And remember, I need to add water to cook it as well. And there's a little level indicator to tell you how high to put the water in. I'm just meeting up those grids on top. And right when I meet those grids up, I'm good to go. This is all set up in there. I'm gonna close it up, turn it on. This is the coolest rice cooker on the market. The shape is cool. You know what? The test is if my kids love it, that means I've done a good job.
Well,
right?
I was going to say, when you mentioned the shape, I think about how important real estate is on your countertop, and how it's almost like a tiny loaf of bread size if you're trying to like guess. So the other thing is you can leave it on your counter like this.
Yeah.
Right? So it's maybe taking up the same footprint as like a salt shaker.
Right.
Because you could
have
just
it there,
do
the
it that
cord,
way
you
as
can
well as
remove the
this way,
cord.
as opposed to like a big giant bowl rice cooker. Like you'd be like, okay, you're gonna have to take it out and then put it back. Whereas this, however you have it, you could leave it on the counter
Round
all the time.
is not an efficient shape for the kitchen.
Yeah,
Round is
you're
not.
right
Absolutely
about
not,
that. You're right about
and
that.
then when you take the cord out of it, you could actually store the cord in the rice cooker.
Oh,
so you could
that's
take
smart.
it. Those of us that are doing like camping or you're doing overlanding, take this with you. It weighs nothing but maybe 2 pounds, and it's the perfect packable kind of camp stove as well.
All right, well, this is the only time it's going to be on air today. This is the first time you've seen it, and we only have about 750 in each color, and that's it for the whole day. The item number is 886567. This is the only rice cooker from Chef Tila. So he, certainly it could bring in anything, and like loves the idea of the bento box. So it's a lunch box as well, and I'm going to pop that out. This is what you're going to take to work, to school, as your lunch box. It has a lid in it, so you could just, you just pop it in the fridge with the lid, and then when you're storing it, you can put the cord in it as well as the measuring cup. You really don't need anything else, and we've never had anything like this either that came with a bento box and, the whole, and I love the shape of it. The shape where you can have it on the counter like this or like this, and it's not going to take, and because it's not taking up that precious real estate.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
22 minutes minutes later, olive rice, yellow rice.
Did you get in a
chicken.
DeLorean? That was pretty, like, you just like, pop, there it is.
Wait, how many miles per hour did we hit?
I think it's
somebody help me out here. 88 miles an hour.
88 miles an
and
hour.
look at what we got. We've got
I
Spanish
just saw the
rice.
musical the other night, is how I had that locked and loaded. But yeah.
And I mean, talk about capacity. You think 2 cups of rice is not a lot. My friends, rice actually expands 3x. So whatever you're making, if you start with 2 cups of rice, you're finishing with 6 cups of rice.
That's like
enough.
arroz con pollo.
It's arroz con pollo, right?
Like, I absolutely love that. And I can't believe how like easy, and you're not making like a million dirty dishes either.
No,
it's just
not
like,
at all.
and then you actually can bring it to lunch and store it. So it's
steamed cheesy eggs. Right, very good to go. And,
you know those egg bites that you get at that coffee place are like $1 billion.
This is it right here.
And you can make them and then separate them and put them in little cups, and then everybody can grab them. Or you know, there's breakfast, everyone. Take your scoop.
Oh, and I know what you're thinking. Your college dorm goer this fall.
Perfect.
This is the perfect thing for. And again, what did Tracy make? Let's see.
It's like a game show.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Man, peach cobbler, by the way.
Yum.
How fun is that?
That's so good.
Yeah, so again, check out this. You know, in Japanese, the word for cute is kawaii. So my daughter's like, Dad, that's so kawaii. I'm like, oh, I feel so cool now, Amaya, by knowing those cool words.
You do know those cool words, because you're cool.
Look at this cobbler team. Look at that.
All right.
That's what you want.
But nothing you made is Thai hot. So.
Nothing I made tonight is Thai hot. This is all approachable.
Which is my husband's favorite thing in the world. He grows peppers in the backyard, makes his own Thai hot.
He goes super hot.
He goes super hot,
really,
yeah.
really Thai hot.
But I'm zero. I'm zero. All right, we are going to do 1 minute on the knife sharpener, which is over there, and to end our hour. I feel like we need to reserve all this, because in 1 minute you're going to be having all the food.
Oh yeah, in about 1 minute and 1 second.
1 minute
I'm
and 1
going to
second.
destroy.
All right, so this is now if you've got those older knives or scissors.
Yes.
You know, the scissors that you used to open the
seen a
packages,
scissor
and you shouldn't have,
How many scissors are lying around every month? Raise your hand right now if you got over 5 scissors around the house.
For sure, raising my hand.
So there's
right now.
the scissor. So you open up the scissor, you turn this on. It's electric, by the way, and it's also got a retractable cord.
Oh, that's
right, so it all puts away by itself. Everything in the Jet line is super thoughtful.
That is
Scissors,
super thoughtful.
Believe it or not, screwdriver, your flathead screwdriver.
Okay.
You've got 2 slots here. You've got the slot for the really nice kind of wide knife, and you've got the nice thin knife, like a paring knife or something like that. And again, you have a fine and a coarse side. So you're going to turn it on. You're going to start on the coarse side, and you're going to do 3 to 4 swipes, pulls on the coarse side, and then you're going to come finish it on the fine side, and you're going to bring that old blade back to life. Not the chef blades, because my blades are sharp.
Do you know, I feel like